Guys, hello everyone. Crypto Interest is with you. Right now the daily Bitcoin review. I tell you how to trade today to get the maximum profit on the market. Short, very helpful video. Yesterday we finally had a meeting of the Fed. The key rate was raised as we expected by 75 basis points, but after that Jerome Powell said all sorts of nasty things and therefore Bitcoin came out of this clamp, from this triangle below. But, not everything is lost yet, so right now we are moving on to the chart. We will discuss what to do in general, how to trade today, where to open positions or maybe close positions. So let's watch and find out. Yesterday, what happened to us at the moment, right during the Fed meeting? We had increased volatility, the price went both ways, but we did not go anywhere, in fact. And after that, after all, some kind of negativity rained down on us, and we spilled a little lower. And many have already begun to panic, to say that we are all flying down again. But in fact, everything is not so simple, because yes, we have come out of this triangle with you, but look more closely. We have not updated low, we have not fallen out of the boundaries of this structure, and therefore not everything is lost. Now let's move on to the S&P 500. In Forex, we see that the S&P is flying down and I don't really like it, to be honest with you. I will give comments on what Powell said. Let's start with technical analysis. In America, look, it's very important, the S&P came to this level, but today's trading session opened below it, so now we need to carefully monitor whether we can protect this level or not. Because, in fact, according to the S&P, nothing extreme has happened. We have come to the level, and if we defend it, then it can become such a reversal for us, and we will go to the $4,000 range and still see a Bitcoin pump. Now let's get back to Bitcoin. Remember, I told you that, firstly, we can get out of this narrowing and expand the boundaries, and in general, this is not extreme for you and me. So I suggest right now that we do not interfere with removing any additional lines and doing like this. Now I'll draw. Let's do it like this. See what we see here. In fact, everything is very interesting, because we see that Bitcoin, in fact, created here, look, the first point, the second point, the third point, the fourth point, and everything looks long. That is, in terms of structure, we simply expanded it and got out of the narrowing, made the usual even square structure, that is, so far I can't say that everything looks short and we urgently need to get short positions here. Also, remember that if Bitcoin suddenly reaches these levels, I will gain a long position here. In general, despite the fact that we saw some way down locally, for me on a large time frame everything still looks long so far, because we have not fallen down, we are standing in the structure with the fourth point from below, and for me this is, on the contrary, in fact, an entry to a long position. Now, back to Bitcoin. Look, for everyone who is worried, I want to remind you once again that if we break through this level here, not just with a small puncture, but we see that we are going down, most likely we will fall into this range already, because we have so much distribution here. Therefore, in general, if you want, you can put stop losses, but this level, 99% probability, gives us a signal for a long position. I always leave 1% for another abnormal scenario, but nevertheless, when coming here, this is a signal for a long position to the upper border, to the upper range. Well, I continue to sit, keep my long position, and in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, the rocket flies to 22,300. In general, I expect this, I really hope so. To be honest, Powell, of course, did not sweeten anything yesterday, because he started quite neutrally. Then there was even some positive that we would stop raising the rate when we achieved the necessary indicators, but then he spoiled everything by saying that we are not yet at these levels, for now we need to raise, for now we need tough measures. Now let's move on to Ethereum. So on Ethereum, look, in fact, on Ethereum everything is as I told you. Remember, I showed you these levels? Accordingly, this level is the first from which you can open a long position, respectively, the second level, this one, from which you can open a long position. To be honest, I didn't wait, because Bitcoin went to a local reversal. We didn't update low here and, accordingly, I opened a long position here at 0.5% risk. In short, I would like to summarize. Honestly, it is very difficult to make any forecasts within the current conditions, when one person just comes out, says a few words and the market starts to shake inexplicably. But, nevertheless, I am set to long. So, once again on Bitcoin. Let me remind you, no matter how scary it was for me, it looks like a long one for now. We have a specific structure, here are 4 points, I'm waiting for a higher exit here. Accordingly, further, on the breakout, as soon as we break through here, maybe I will increase the volume of the position here for the breakout. Again I will look at the situation, but when I go below, I will most likely look at the position in this range, since when breaking through, it's more likely we'll just go here. That's all guys, that's all you need to know for today to get the maximum profit in the market. And the most important thing for me is your support, so subscribe to the channel right now, be sure to turn on notifications so as not to miss the latest releases, and of course, put the maximum likes, because your likes are food, energy and motivation for me, which makes me shoot every day and keep you updated. I also want to remind you, this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. I am not a financial advisor. Bye everyone.